Hey guys, it's Gash. So hopefully this video will last the whole thing. So I wanted to do a quick video on a couple of topics. One, I wanted to do a product review on a few different things that I've gotten over the past 8-10 months. And I also wanted to do some talk about the discrimination I find in our own community, the trans community, and just the LGBT community kind of itself. So I am 7.5 months on T, a little over. I just had my shot yesterday. I'm back to the point where my shots, I am really antsy for them. Like, okay, when's my next shot? Like, I need to take it. It's kind of getting to that point. So maybe my dose needs to be upped, or my shot days need to happen sooner. Like my doctor was talking, start going down to like a week and a half or a week, but staying on the same dose. And maybe I can talk to her about that, because I do need to talk to her a little bit more about some of my issues with my vials. My leg hair, freaking ridiculous. I love it. So I got my vials from Walgreens since I've started testosterone back in May. And I got a big vial at first, which lasted me about 18 shots, which was on 2 different doses, so that's why it lasted me a little bit longer than probably some. And now I got the 1 ml vial. And I am not used to that one, so we're gonna see how that goes out, how that plays out. I'm probably gonna have to go pick up a few more of those this week, just because I know I'm not gonna have enough to last me my 6-month dosage. So I should probably call Walgreens today. So yeah, my shots are definitely getting easier, like I've said, and my left is definitely getting easier. I didn't bleed or anything last time, so that was a plus. So, for product reviews, personally, I am one that likes to pack, and I am also a guy who says go big or go home. So, I like bigger, but for me, these Andrew Christians were pretty good. They are technically off of a gay underwear site for men, and they have a little tiny pouch that's kind of where you just set your junk. This one has a smaller pouch than the other ones. The other pair is dirty. But I got this one. This is like the almost bare pair or something. And then I've got like a black pair. Don't jump in the video. But the pouch was too small for the size of dick I got on accident. I ordered a small of the Mr. Limpy. Right here. Trigger warning. I ordered the small of Mr. Limpy, but I'm pretty sure I got like the medium or something, because this is absolutely ridiculous. For my first packer, I mean, obviously for me, it's like go big or go home. I wasn't like, why is this so big? But I was like, okay, this isn't gonna fit. This is pointless to go in these. It just doesn't work. Like, let me just try and show you this ridiculousness. Like, I can fit like the top of the dick in it, and it doesn't go in. It doesn't stay in. It falls out. You have to wear, like, for me, I personally found where I didn't like that, since this was so small, that this was actually touching my skin, and it was like making it, sweaty, and then it would rub, and then it like get weird, and yeah. So it caused like ingrown hairs there. So what I would have to do is I'd have to wear like another pair of underwear underneath these, then put these on, and then rest the packer on top of those. Get out of my video, damn it! You do this every time. So yeah, I'd have to like wear another pair of underwear underneath this, and that was super uncomfortable. It doesn't make it look any less discreet, especially if they start showing. And I found with Andrew Christians, because my Mr. Limpy was so big, that it would fall out. And nobody wants that to fall out, especially in trans situation. So I did a little bit of research, and my cats are being ridiculous. I found these Rodeos a while back. I had been following them on Instagram for quite a while now, and I finally just had the money to go and buy some. So I went and I bought myself 2 pairs. These ones were both like, I think these ones were both the pairs that I have like $20. I have the gray pair and the camo pair. They're exactly the same. Yeah, so the pouch, you can see the pouch in the front. Like, you can see how big it is. Like, it's awesome. It goes all the way to the top, so it's like a straight line across. So it's not like some hole that you fit in. And I can like fit my whole hand in it, which obviously I'm not trying to stretch it out and stick my hand in my pants all the time, but you just pick it and put it in there. And obviously when you're not wearing them, it's a little bit harder to put them in there. But yeah, no, it just sits perfectly like this. And so, like, there you go. You got your bulge. It looks natural. It looks normal. And the cool thing is when you are wearing these, like, the inside, like, when it's in there, that isn't touching your skin. So you only have to wear one pair. Like, for me, I only have to wear, like, the one pair. And I can pack with comfort and confidence, like I posted. And I don't have to worry about it falling out. So that is super cool. I really like that. I didn't originally like this Mr. Limpy just because of the fact that I didn't have good packing underwear to put it in. But now I really like him. He is actually just a perfect size for me because I'm glad I didn't get a smaller one. It would have made it look a little bit like more like this out. I feel like. So this is actually a perfect size for me and my body size. So I'm really happy with that. And the coolest thing I think about the rodeos was also that they came in like these little like silk bags, kind of. Like, they're really nice, and you can just like pack your underwear in them, or your packer in, and zoop, you're good. So I ordered 2 pairs, and I was like, okay, as soon as I got them, I was like, this is definitely not gonna be enough. I need at least a week's worth. So I went on last night, or this morning, or whatever, and I bought myself 2 more pairs, so I'll have 4. And I only am getting so far, what I'm doing is I've gotten these 2, which were just the boxer briefs or whatever, and underwear packer friendly. And I'm going to I think I'm going to just try to get all of the ones that they've got like these so far, then work my way up to the O-rings. Because I did order myself a Freetom prosthetic for $159. I ordered one of the 4-in-1s, and so that was pretty cool. It'll take me take about a month to get here, so I'll be able to do a review on that then, and hopefully by that time pick up a pair of Rodeos with the O-ring in case I find myself in any situations. So yeah, it's really nice. The Rodeos brand, they are an LGBT community brand. The Andrew Christians, I think I mentioned that, were just a gay man underwear. And they aren't as good for packing. They work, nonetheless, if you don't have as much money to go spend on Rodeos, because they are a little more pricey. I would suggest getting some Andrew Christians just to start, just a pair or 2. And I would just go with a smaller packer. You could probably get the Mr. Limpy extra small, and it would fit perfectly in these for any trans men that are just starting out packing. The Mr. Limpy was only like 14 for me. I think it's only like 11 or 12 for the little ones. And I'm pretty sure shipping was free. But don't quote me on that. I got that a long time ago. So yeah, packing-wise, I'm very happy with my Rodeos. They are just amazing. My other pair I need to wash. Yeah. So, my last item for my review, trigger warning, is a sex toy. I found this one through... My damn face is white. I found this one through Upper Chase on YouTube. He did a review on it himself with also the bro sleeve. This is the Blue Valentines Sexy Pill. It's their masturbation toy, pretty much. It is like a fleshlight. And I'm sorry, it's kind of a little hairy right now. I've been demonstrating him. He is just like a couple inches long. Comes in its nice little plastic case. And it's honestly really cool. I like that it's closed on one end, just for the fact that you get the suction cup. Better on like your neck kind of thing. You get a suction cup, and if anybody wants to use lube or anything like that, you can just put it in there and not have to worry about it coming out the other side. I personally am obviously not this huge hole. I mean, it's really not that big. It's maybe like half an inch or an inch. But it's ridged inside, which is cool. Obviously, it's not like I noticed it. But yes, with trans men and bottom growth, trigger warning, this is a very nice toy because it can help with the fact that you're not used to stimulation down there because of the growing, and you need to get used to feeling something on there, like the friction or the extreme pleasure, something like that for anybody. It all varies for men. And yeah, this isn't also just a trans man toy. This is actually a bro sleeve for anybody. Regular cis males can use it too. It's just, would you get the fuck out of my video? Damn it! You shit pot? Go. Yeah, it's not just for trans men. Obviously, it's very, very nice for trans men, but it's really just for anybody and everybody. So I got it from earlytobed.com, $12, and I don't know what I paid for shipping, if I paid anything. I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible with that. But yes, so I'm very happy with this. Very happy with my Rodeos and my Packer. And I'm hoping I'm going to be very happy with my Freetown prosthetic, because I spent a lot of money on it, and it's going to take a month to get here. And like all of you guys said, it should be worth it. So let's hope. I did go big. So I'll be giving you guys a review on that, and we'll let you guys know how that all works out. Some people did tell me to go to Peacock, but I did check out Tyler Turner's review, and I didn't like the Peacock. I didn't like his review on it necessarily, because personally he seemed like he liked it, but the problems that he seemed to have with it, I just would rather completely ignore, not have to ever deal with. So I chose to go with Freetown and spend a little more money and wait a little longer, which is fine. So my last topic I want to talk about, which this video is going to be quite long, is the trans discrimination. Just the discrimination and the bullying I see in the community in general is really, really sad. I see so many men, or so many trans men putting other people down because their transition is going better than theirs, or it's not going as well as theirs. They feel like it's just not going as well. I should say that. Would you stop? I'm tired of you. I'm sorry. My cats are being ridiculous. My, company that I work with, I see it even happening in there. Like, some people, I'm not going to name names, some trans men will put down other trans men for the fact that they can't transition, or the fact that their transition isn't going as well, or they're too early in it, or they're too old, or they're too young, or something like that. There's always going to be a too, not enough, or what the fuck kind of thing. It's really sad, because I see so many trans men out there that are so envious and so jealous of some of our transitions because they feel like ours is going better. And I use ours as in the whole community. Not just mine, not just the guys next to me, and not just the ones I watch on YouTube. I try any transition videos I find on YouTube, I'm going to click on them and watch them. Whether you look like Aiden Dowling, or you just started your transition last week, it doesn't matter. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you sound like. I care how you act. That's about it. And if you act shitty towards other people that are trying to make themselves happy, then I feel bad for you, because I realize that you can't understand or cope with the things that we're trying to do with ourselves. And if you put down other trans men because they look better than you, or you look better than them, you are a selfish asshole. Literally, there's no other way to put it. There should be no discrimination in the community, because the only reason that we are transitioning on hormones or naturally or anything like that is to make ourselves happier. So if you want to be that person that comes in here and tries to make me unhappy because I'm making myself happy, you're obviously not the happy one. You're obviously the one that's really sad, the one that needs to get their shit together. And yeah. So it really just makes me mad, and sometimes I don't get it outright. It's just we all have our own transitions. We all are going to have our different results. No one's going to look alike. No one's going to get the same amount of no one's going to get the same amount of publicity. Some people are just going to get more, and some people are going to get less. And personally, I don't care about getting known. I don't care about everyone being like, oh my god, Cash. I don't want that. I want to be the person that people can come to and ask for support and ask for comfort or ask for help or tips or anything like that. Because personally, my family situation wasn't the best. My transitioning, I'm doing it all on my own, really. I don't have parents around to help me with my things. And I am doing it very young. I'm only 17 years old. So, and I'm 18 in 3 months. But still, it's a big deal for me because, I want to be somebody that could be a role model to those younger than me, to show them to not give up, to be hopeful, and to stay positive. because there is nothing worse than watching a fellow trans man become depressed because he feels like his transition is not going as well as the one next to him, which is completely wrong. If you are becoming happier with your transition and yourself personally, don't care about the physical aspects of anybody else, and don't necessarily care about the physical aspects of yourself. Obviously, if you're transitioning because of your physical state, that's different. But if you're transitioning because you mentally and physically are not happy at all, then why does it matter? Like, I don't understand why anybody else's transitions should matter but your own, other than the fact to watch them, and maybe if they give workout tips or eating tips or testosterone tips in general, then that's different. But if you're watching them to be like, man, I wish that I look like that, and blah, 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 well, guess what? You will end up looking something like that one day, but guess what? You won't look like that because you aren't that. You are you, and you are never going to be less than or more than anybody else, and you need to stay true to yourself. You need to realize that what you're doing for yourself is all for you, and that you can't do for yourself what those people are doing for them, and they can't do what you're doing for them. So that's something that needs to be realized. I think it just comes with being a little more self-aware, and that comes in time. That doesn't just happen overnight. So I just hope that the community itself can come together more and find a unified ground on this is what trans is. And trans does not mean trans in itself does not mean only those who transition. It's those who never start hormones, or those who transition naturally. Like, shout out to Grayson Pat for his natural transition. Like, I've seen quite a few people in their natural transitions, and he is just rocking it. Like, and I don't put anybody down for it. Like, everybody in their natural transitions looks amazing, because I would never even know that you could do that naturally without taking synthetic hormones. And so Grayson has been really the only one who I've seen, like, majorly, giving out his transition and showing you what it's like to do. I've seen a few people transition naturally, but it's like what I see them at the end of what they look like. And it's like, you transitioned flawlessly. Like, you look amazing. No matter who you are, you look amazing after transitioning. If I can see that you look happier by just your facial expressions, that's all. That's what matters, is that we're happy with ourselves. And, Grayson has done an absolute amazing job with this community and his transition and everything. And I think he is definitely somebody that people should be looking at and realizing, what they can do for themselves. I really think that he is a very good role model for our community, about being yourself and just doing it for you. And I think that everybody really should, try and gain that perspective of do it for yourself, then do it for others. Because if you can make good for yourselves, then you can make good for others, because you have learned how to be a friend by being alone. You have learned how to help others by helping yourselves, and being self-aware and giving out the love to the community. So I hope that, one day that there won't be a discrimination put down on fellow trans men because they don't transition, or because something didn't go right. I hate it. It's all of us are trans, no matter what you do, no matter what you look like, no matter what you sound like, no matter who you are. If you identify as a trans man or woman, you are, and you are never any less than that, and don't let anybody ever tell you that, okay? So, I love you guys all, and I just hope that, we can see some good come out of this, and yeah. So, stay tuned, guys, and I'll be posting an actual 8-month video on testosterone next week for you guys. Alright, bye.